live, bitches. We are live. Right. Righty. Let's see what today brings with yeah. Let's see let's see what it brings, because I honestly don't know what's gonna happen here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's about seeing what's going on. Seeing what's going down. Thanks for the subs, man. I appreciate it. Darth, how's it going? Jog, let's go. Blood, how's it going? Let's go. Rob Owen, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, so what do we reckon then, guys? They've already said that they're going to have good news, apparently. Good news. Brian Ramsden, how's it going? Jacob Stevens, Rogue Agent, how's it going? I've literally just finished my stream on Twitch as well. Regular, how's it going? Reaper, how's it going? Jog, yeah, boy. It's your Reaper. Sorry, mate, you don't have Twitch. No worries, we're on YouTube, guys. We're on YouTube. Watch it with me on YouTube. This is why I'm streaming the state of the game on YouTube. So yeah, that is why. Should be interesting. Yeah, it should. Bilal, how's it going, man? Automatic, let's go. I'm quiet. Why am I quiet? Am I quiet for anyone else? I shouldn't be quiet. Yo. Good news, I'm sharing the game now. Wagon, how's it going, mate? Let's go. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button on the stream. Liam, how's it going? Jag, not bad, man. Let's go. Xander, how's it going? Lies of the game. Let's go. Let me know if I'm quiet on the mic, guys. Did someone say I was quiet on the mic? I shouldn't be. I've just streamed on Twitch, so it should be good. Josh, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Nope. Okay. No, you good. I'm good. Okay. Automatic is probably just your sound settings, mate. Here we go. Be more ball. You're good. Here we go, baby. Guys, if you want to be super awesome, you can become a member of the EK1 channel. Or you can hit that donation link or use super chat, guys, if you want to support the stream. You don't have to. That is completely optional. It's not like a must, but it just supports the stream. So that's the ways you can support the stream. By clicking the like button is one. Subscribing if you're new. D, how's it going? Michael, how's it going? Damn, there's a few of you. Should we make an energy drink? This is time for a plug, right? So, I don't know if anyone knows or anyone realised, I'm now sponsored by X Gamer Energy. X Gamer Energy. And we have 2 flavours left. Thanks for getting that hold. No worries, Justice, man. I appreciate you, bro. So, we have 2 flavours left. We're going to do another one now. Are we going to go for, if you want this flavour, press number 1. Steve's Apple, which is green apple. Or Sweet Gummy Bear, press 2. So sweet apple, press 1. Gummy Bear, press 2. And then we're going to do the energy drink and we go and drink it. State of the nerfs. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can hear the stream good enough. I'm going to turn the stream right up for you guys so you can hear it. Come on. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Let's see how many likes we can get on the stream. 2. Oh, 2. Oh, 1. 2. 1. Oh, it's split. It's split. 1, 2, 2, 1. Oh! Let's fight this game aside from comes out. Maybe. Let me know if you can hear the sound okay on their stream. Okay? 1. It's going to be 1 then. So we're going to go for Apple. Steve, Apple.
Hello everyone and welcome to State of the Game number 156. It is the 22nd of April and we again doing the home edition of this whole thing. There's a lot of important stuff to talk about today with TU9 coming out. Some things not going as they should. We're going to delve right into that, and I'm going to get through the stuff that we need to talk about real quick so we can get into the things we know that everyone wants to talk about, us included. It's going to be important to talk about. All right, I'm going to bring in Chris and Bruce nice and quickly just to say hello. Let's
So
see.
guys, while they do this, I'm just going to be quiet
can you hear
while
me?
they're talking so you can listen.
Yes,
we'll talk
hello.
after the stream.
Loud and clear.
We'll discuss
Fantastic.
all the
I mentioned
things,
it in the intro before. It's Chris and Bruce's birthday today, both of them. Not twins. You guys do look kind of similar.
Yes.
No? All right. Sure. But like I said before, I want to get through this stuff really quickly so we can get to the whole M1A stuff, which is going to be very, very important to talk about. TU9 was released yesterday. The patch notes are available on the forums. Mods, if you can put something in chat, a link to those, that'd be great. There are some known issues. If you had striker knee pads, you would have seen that it were replaced by a level 1 item. Sorry about that. That was fixed last night in an emergency maintenance. There are some existing known issues still. The UI issue related to damage to health on assault rifles is inaccurate on Stadia. Every other platform is okay. Henley College Technology Laboratory being blocked. We know about that. The Coney Island progression blockers. We're looking into those as well. Firefly skill not launching or sticking to the agent's hand. Turret skills not placing properly and immediately going on cooldown. Some SHD levels not showing in the group UI properly. Shield skills and assault rifles not working together properly all the time. Not being able to start or finish the Angel of Mercy contaminated area as well. We know about all of those, so those are in our known issues lists.
I also want to say that these are the priority ones, right? Like, so we know about other ones, and you guys are sending over videos and screenshots. That's really helpful. But these are the ones that are high priority for us, especially on the progression blockers. We know that they affect the manhunt as well for Coney Island, for example. And there's also a bounty for the manhunt that is that we didn't mention here now. But these are the ones that we are tracking at high priority. There's also a forum thread that we are updating regularly that will cover those and give you an update. But those are the ones that are on the top list for now.
Yeah. The reason I blow through those things quickly is not because they're at all unimportant, but we know that a lot of the people who come to these streams are talking about specific things. I want to know. I want to get down to the details on it as well. I'm an M1A user for good reason because that thing was crazy powerful. I know, Chris, you are talking to people as we speak about what's going on with that situation as well. So you might be getting some messages throughout the stream as well, correct? All right, cool.
Yes.
So I think it's better if Chris and Bruce, our birthday boys, get to the bottom of what happened. Can I pass over to you, Chris, or Bruce, out of it?
Yeah, I mean, I can start off with our side, right? So, I'm part of the team that does the communication. So, the community team does the patch notes and all that stuff. And we made the mistake that we didn't include the M1A nerf. The reason for that doesn't really matter. We just didn't do it. I do want to point out that it wasn't on purpose. It doesn't make sense for us, as you said in the intro, to try to hide such a nerf for one of the most popular weapons. Like, nobody believes that we would get away with that. That's not the case. Again, the exact details on why we dropped the ball there doesn't really matter. We're going to improve some of the processes internally to not make that mistake again. But then we also, of course, saw the general reaction to the nerf itself, the amount of the nerf, and then, of course, we have Bruce on, and I'll segue over to Bruce now, who said something else. So there's obviously also confusion that we added by just us talking on state of the game. So I think Bruce can talk about the balance aspect on that, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we should probably just go or start with, like, how did we arrive here, right?
Yeah.
I think that's worth addressing. For the sake of transparency and being honest and owning up to our mistakes. So at some point months ago in 2019, the M1A was buffed. I think it was around TU 6 or 7. But as we all know, the meta at the time was
Eagle Bearer.
profusely Eagle Bearer and Berserk clutch builds and assault rifles, right? Like, because that was the meta, and that's what anyone was using. There was a bigger beast on the prowl, and it was Eagle Bearer, and it overshadowed everything else. Unfortunately, ironically, we're once again in that kind of a situation. Mm-hmm. So the M1A issue was already there. it was overtuned to begin with, and it transferred into Warlords of New York and became the new meta because we retired Eagle Bear, or we changed it significantly to match the new meta.
Yeah.
Then, you know, a pandemic occurred and work from home happened, and the team is working in isolation, and we're doing our best to maintain a live game while also producing new content that's coming, you know, soon and in the future, including a raid, right? But a big part of our job, of course, is maintaining game health. And a designer on the team, the M1A, we've known it's been an issue for, you know, weeks, as long as anyone else has. You know, we're not blind to that. Made an adjustment that was meant to be a first step to test and then validate and make sure and see, like, okay, is this where we see it? Unfortunately, that never happened because, again, we're working under somewhat extraordinary circumstances, and things tend to fall through the cracks, and we make human errors. That's just a fact. This situation, I've said this before and I'll say it again. This is not a result of bad intention. It's a result of bad process. And as Chris said, that's something that we're going to continue to work on and address while working under these conditions. Now, I'm not trying to sugarcoat or apologize or lay blame at anyone's feet in particular. And for all intents and purposes, this is something that, in a way, everyone is ultimately responsible for. Like I said, it's a trophic cascade. It's a cascade effect. It's a comedy of errors that leads to an unfortunate event. We never intended for the M1A to receive this significant of a nerf. We always intended to address the M1A, but in order to make deadlines and meet mandates, we had to shelf work on the M1A balance. And the intention was to then revisit it post TU9, while also looking holistically at all of the weapons and all of the talents and gear sets and named items as well, in order to make a more profound and holistic balance pass. But, you know, unfortunately, we jumped the gun. No pun intended.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone at Massive would say that it's good what happened. I think we really agree with the agree with the community for sure that this is bad. Like it's it's
the optics on
there's
this.
No way
to
put it nicely. Yeah, 100%.
And it was compounded by us addressing some other outliers like the Holy Trinity. You know, so it's not fun. We know it's not fun to log in and then see your build look the way it did.
Totally, it's super demotivating.
And to also have your striker knee pads turn into awkward knee pads.
Not cool.
That's never fun either. So we on behalf of myself and everyone on the team, like we apologize for this. And this isn't something that we intend to do or continue doing. So I think we can hopefully though move on and
I think
because there's still.
I think everyone can agree, like I was saying before, the community and us included, that this isn't good enough. What happens next, right?
I agree.
What, where to from here? I mentioned, Chris, that you're talking to some of the team right now about how we address this particular issue. Bruce, you alluded to some things about, you know, more holistic balance coming up, but let's talk about M1A specifically. What are the next steps?
Yeah, do you want to talk about the balance part, and then I talk about when that's happening?
Well, unfortunately, I can't give any sort of concrete information in terms of like dates or when we're going to make
exactly
make a final pass on the M1A. But what I can say is that unless things have changed, do you want to go ahead and
sure? Yeah,
let's just say what's going to happen within the next immediate future.
Yeah. So obviously this was a big discussion today in the office as well. We had chats open, calls open, and all that stuff. So what we're going to do as a first step is we are going to revert the nerf of the M1A and the Baker's Dozen in PvE. So in PvE, it will return to the old way it was before the TU9 patch yesterday. For PvP, we will still do an adjustment. That is going to be 20% nerf.
That's
for
crazy
the weapon, because we also have seen the reaction in the PvP community, which was that they welcomed that this weapon was nerfed. Do you want to add anything to that, Bruce?
In regards to the PvP balance?
Just in general to that change in general.
Well, I mean, if all we do is revert the change, then will, for all intents and purposes, be throwing the PvP balance or community under the bus again. And we don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. And we're well aware that the M1A is an issue in PvP, and we want to at least address that while we can. So we're going to, I believe, we're reducing its damage by another 20% in PvP only, while maintaining its damage as it existed in TU 8.6 or prior to TU9 in PvE.
Yeah. So in terms of timing, we are obviously looking into what we can do as soon as possible. So it might be this week. It's a target for this week. It might be next week. We'll keep you up to date, obviously, on maintenance timings. We also know that we have run a lot of maintenances in the last couple of weeks, so we don't want to overdo it. That being said, as Hamish ran through the list of known issues, we also have other things that we want to fix with a high priority. So if we have, the skill to put those fixes in together with that change, we'll do it. I want to point out that when that change goes in, we might also see another UI issue for Stadia users. So if you're playing on Stadia, you might see that still as the TU9 values, and that will just need a client update. So it will be a little bit longer, but again, the reversal of the nerf is planned for this week. And again, for the complete picture, in PvP, there will still be a nerf, but it will be only 20%.
What about people that deleted it?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of questions in chat. Like people, myself included, seem to be happy with at least the immediate addressing of the M1A stuff. It does bring up a lot of questions. What about other guns? We'll talk about some other things coming up, but Bruce, we alluded to the fact that this is just an immediate thing. What's the intention going forward for future updates as it pertains to balancing, I guess?
Yeah, so long term, we're going to address the M1A. Mm-hmm. I think the simplest way to sort of wrap your head around this is that if you look at every other weapon in the game as doing 100% of what it should be doing in relation to our metrics for time to kill, NPC health, armor, talent modifiers, attribute multipliers, all of those things, right? Mm-hmm. So if everything else is, for all intents and purposes, tuned accurately, but the M1A is tuned at 120% of what it should be, we can't simply go and just raise everything else to match that, because we would essentially be making the game more than 20% easier. It's a complex system. Mm-hmm. And there are many knock-on effects. So the M1A will be addressed.
Okay.
Other guns that are underperforming, exotics that are underperforming, named items that are underperforming, gear sets in particular, we have a plan. We will be buffing things. But the thing is that it's much, for better or for worse, it is easier to make adjustments to outliers than it is to take a step back and look at the broad picture or the big picture.
Sure.
And buff things. That it needs to be done holistically.
I know you're not the designer behind it, but would that then not lead to a discussion about, I know there's a big conversation in the community right now about NPC difficulty and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Is it easier to make the global changes that way? Or not easier, but more elegant?
We've done as many of the, let's say, easy fixes for that in terms of decreasing NPC health and armor values, how much damage they do. There were a bunch of tweaks and adjustments in TU9 specifically for certain archetypes or NPC outliers. Now we're getting into nitty-gritty, more nuanced aspects of NPC and AI behavior, where...
And I just want to state that that's not your purview in terms of game.
No, that's not my realm of expertise.
Yeah.
I, like everyone else, have opinions. And
Same.
there are definitely certain things that are, pain points or outliers in terms of the NPCs and what they do and how they behave and how they interact with each other that are still not necessarily ideal. That being said, it's in the greater dialogue surrounding challenge or difficulty. That's an ongoing debate, and there are lots of opinions. I personally like a challenging game. Others want something perhaps a little bit more casual friendly, but it's give and take, and we're trying to appeal both to players who want a more casual experience or want to feel like there's some element of gear progression where I get cool gear, I feel much stronger. But also, we'd be kidding ourselves if we said our game is only about loot and gear. It's not. It's a shooter, right? There's an element of player skill and mastery that we also need to be conscious of. So simply making gear ultra powerful and letting you run amok is going to ruin the experience for a quite significant part of our player demographic that likes a challenge and wants to be get sweaty and test themselves against really challenging content. So it's a balancing act, and we're going to continue to work at it in order to try to make everyone as happy as possible. But keep in mind, like we have a raid coming out. There's another
I was just
raid
bring that up. Yeah, I think
coming out, right?
Yeah,
there needs to be a high water mark. There needs to be a summit to climb, right? So we need to be conscious of that.
Of that specifically, I just want to say, because I've seen questions about this already in chat and all that last week as well, and we didn't say anything. So on the raid date, nothing has changed. It's still planned to be in the calendar of spring. So if you Google Northern Hemisphere spring, you'll see a date range, and that's where we are still planning to do this. Nothing has changed in terms of how we approach this. The raid is still planned to be free for everybody who owns the Division 2. But as Bruce says, like the balance that we're doing now and that is, planned to come for not only the M1A, but other items will affect the raid. So we also are very, very aware that whatever we're doing now also affects that summit, right? So the holistic approach is really, really important, not only for the current game, but also what's coming afterwards.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then let's just quickly talk about, like, okay, we said like we want to do this and that, and we want to have a more holistic approach. What does it mean in terms of timeline, right? So again, as Bruce said, I think 2 weeks ago, like we're looking at things after TU9. So TU9 is now here. We do want, we're currently working on things, and we do want to do more work on balance, and that includes other things as well. Like I know that Nikki is looking at containers and all that purple loot stuff and all that stuff, but that's not something that we can do within like weeks, right? So it's not a quick fix. It's not something that we can do just like putting some code lines in there. So the current target date, and I say target date very pronounced because that's might be changing, is June. So in June we're looking at a larger balance pass for not only difficulty but also loot and all that stuff. Again, some things might shift. Some, for example, we might have some balanced things going in and some other not going in, but we'll keep you up to date on that. But just to give you a rough time frame, is what we're currently targeting.
Yep, cool. I did have one other thing I wanted to bring up. I got a little bit bored of rifles, so I made a skill build.
Yeah.
Ooh, the send-off. That's Dunzo. What happened?
So the send-off... the optics on this aren't great. Again, But as we all know, in TU8 or Warlords of New York, we removed holstered talents from the game. We didn't want to support them, and we wanted to go in a new direction. Rooted was a holstered talent. The send off, the named version, had a perfectly, or had the named version of that talent, and it unfortunately could be, we redesigned the send off to have a huge range increase, to sort of play with the fantasy of the Keltec of that shotgun. One of its cool factors is that you can load it with buckshot or slugs, at the same time. So we're like, hey, what if this shotgun has really crazy range? That's fun. That's cool. And that's what we chose to replace Rooted with. Now, unfortunately, there was a way to craft the send-off and have it roll with perfectly Rooted. That was never intended. So we had to fix it. It was a bug,
Okay.
Now, I know that this sort of dovetails or becomes part of a larger conversation about the inadequacy of skill builds, or what are we going to do to make skill builds feel better? I agree. They're a little bit underrepresented right now, and they don't have as many gear set options or talent options or weapon talent options. We're addressing that for the next title update. We actually have some pretty cool gear that's brand new talents, and most of it is actually geared towards not necessarily just skill builds per se, but hybrid skill builds where you can be a little bit of weapon and a little bit of skill and actually have that feel viable, while also having options to just commit even further to your skill build and have it pay off in some way. So we're aware that there's a sentiment that skill builds, or let's say single target sustained DPS skill builds or burst AoE skill builds aren't performing as well as they should, and we can address that, and we will address it.
Yep. Cool. All right. Good to know. It's it did feel like that one thing that made skill builds like close to viable, and now like
yeah,
you said,
but at the same time, it's like, as Matt said earlier, the fact that it was essentially like a secret, right? With that specific named weapon and the crafting and whatnot, sort of should have. Again, I'm not making excuses, but it was never intended to work that way or to be available as an option.
All right. And obviously in upcoming weeks we'll be talking more about what the next title update and how that balancing will look. And I'd love for us to kind of be super transparent about how that is all going down and what we're doing and what we want to switch around and what that looks like. And we'll push to make sure that the transparency on that is a whole lot better than was with TU9.
Yeah, absolutely. But before we go on that, I just do want to say, like, again, we're sitting here in Discord. That also means that if we want to be more transparent, we want to be better. That doesn't necessarily mean that every week we will have all the details. And I just want to manage expectations there, because we just have to wait until some things are also done and approved and all that stuff. So keep that in mind. Again, we will try our hardest to be as transparent on these changes as possible and as soon as possible, but we are all still at home, so
that's
keep
cool.
that in mind.
I know these streams are kind of difficult for everyone. Maybe I'm a masochist, but like for me, these are not, I wouldn't say the most fun streams, but I think they're the most meaningful streams to do. Like, it's really easy to do a stream when it's about, I don't know, showing off cool new shiny shit, but I don't know, coming here and talking with the community and being as transparent as possible. I just want to thank you two over there for showing up, because it's not easy, but it's mega important, because I don't know. I know people come and chat and they're like, "Hey, let's get the popcorn," and that sort of thing. But I hope you know that we want to make sure that we do better. So we're here and we will continue doing these things. We always have, and we will until, I don't know, doomsday. I don't know, the rapture. Like, I don't know. Okay, moving on. So on that topic, I mean, it's a big topic. Is there anything else you guys want to address? I mean, if there are any more questions that you see in chat, feel free to stop and let us know.
So I know that Johan and Chris, you guys had prepared some sort of like hot topic community questions. We've addressed some of them already. I don't know if you want to go through that. I'm happy to answer what I can.
Yeah, I think it makes sense because we gathered them, and I think there's a couple of good answers in there, especially also on the philosophy behind exotics and best in slot and stuff like that. I think that's one of those where I really love to hear what you wanted to say, because your explanation, I think, is really good to explain what we think is best in slot and how exotics fit in that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can also probably take a moment to talk about True Patriot and why we are why it was adjusted. But on the topic of exotics, so I'm trying to find the question or the exact right. So if I believe there was a wording issue in the email, but if exotics are not meant to be best in slot items, why do some still feel so unimpactful even after the changes? Well, the thing here is that exotics are meant to actually feel like potentially best in slot items. They just require you to engage with the exotic talent. And if you can make a build around that, then that weapon in particular, at least mathematically, is best in slot or at doing what it's meant to do. It's a little bit more nuanced, obviously, because not every exotic is about doing damage, right? And there's some more niche roles. And there are absolutely some underperforming exotics that aren't up to snuff and should be better. And the last time I was on State of the Game, we talked about this, and TU9 had, let's say, some of what we planned to do or how we want to address exotics in the near future. And we absolutely do intend on buffing some because, they're not quite where we want them to be. There's no, that's no secret. But there's sort of like, I guess there is a misunderstanding or some confusion about what exotics are supposed to be in 2020 or post Warlords of New York. And they're absolutely meant to be powerful, sought after, lusted after weapons that you want to both collect, but ideally make builds around. And we'll continue to work on them until they start to feel like that.
Yeah, I think what Nikki said might have been misunderstood because, and I'm like paraphrasing here because I don't want to speak for him necessarily, but like I've seen a lot of people saying like, oh, but if they're not best in slot, why are they so rare, for example? And best in slot, like in this connection, is not you pick it up and if it's god rolled, you immediately equip it, no matter what build you have, no matter what you've done before. You just pick it up and equip it. That's not the intent, right?
We're not. We are doing everything in our power to avoid repeating the same mistakes we did with the Eagle Bear. We do not want everyone running around with the same gun. I say that while meanwhile everyone's running around with the same gun.
No, they're not.
That's not our intention. That's not our intention. It's just a bit unfortunate. And like I said at the beginning of this State of the Game, the M1A, this nerf and now rollback, it's not a result of poor intention or bad intention. Please give us try to give us the benefit of the doubt, and believe us when we say we do have a plan and we have a pretty good idea of what we want the game to be, and how we want it to play, and how you guys want us to make it play as well. Like we're listening and we're working hard at that.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. I think the second one that you also brought up is like the True Patriot. Before we move on, I think that's it's a good topic because it's on the topic of PvP versus PvE nerfs, and how we balance those.
Yeah. So I've seen a lot of conversation around the True Patriot nerf, and that it stemmed from us attempting to address PvP imbalance and then therefore compromising, the PvE aspect of it. That's not the case at all. The True Patriot heal or repair is just overtuned. It was mathematically, once again, depending on how you built, if you stacked the incoming repairs and you were really, taking advantage of that gear set, it was far and above more effective at healing than even a dedicated healing build could be. And that was never the intention. True Patriot it's the Bard. It's meant to make the enemy worse and make you a little bit better, right? It's a force multiplier effect. It was never meant to be both the tankiest gear set and most survivable through sheer sustainability, right? And that was never intended. But there were also some unfortunate bugs with the gear set where the white debuff repair wasn't applying to teammates. That's been addressed. So now the gear set is working as it should. It's working in terms of numbers numerically as it was intended. And it's still quite powerful. Like if you want, you can still stack the incoming repairs and have a heck of a lot of armor and self-sustain. It's still an option. It's just not far and away above anything else that was achievable in terms of healing or self-sustained by other means.
Okay. Cool. If you're just tuning into the stream now, we have talked a lot about some of the balancing and particularly focused on the M1A, the things that happened on yesterday when the update came out for TU9. Chris, can you just remind people of what they can expect in the coming short timeline as is going to happen with that?
Yeah, so that's why I'm looking down. So if chat is wondering why I'm looking down, so I'm looking at my laptop here. I unfortunately don't have a final date for this yet, but what we're going to do is we're going to unnerf the M1A and the biggest dozen. So the nerf will be reverted for PvE. So there will be the same damage as it was before TU9. For PvP, we will do an adjustment of minus 20%. So it will be half of the nerf that we've seen with TU9. That means in PvP, and again, we think it's the right choice because PvP players were quite happy with the nerf to do that. So there's two different values basically for PvE and PvP. The plan is to roll this out this week. Exact timings to be done. Again, we have a couple of other high priority issues that we want to get fixed as well, and we don't want to spam you with maintenances again, even if we have to. So I will give you an update on when that's happening, but it's hopefully this week.
Okay, cool. We're running late, but that's okay because it's very, very important that we talk about these things. I do actually, I always try and look for the glass half full things when shit hits the fan. I was watching Macho's stream a bit earlier, and obviously in the void that was, left open by the M1A nerf, there have been some pretty creative builds popping up. I know Macho was running a pretty bonkers pistol build today, so there are other things out there, and if people are either bored of the M1A or looking for other things, there are some other things out there. So just want to shout out Macho, go over to his YouTube
absolutely,
channel. Shout out Pog.
There absolutely are. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're sorry, eh?
Sorry, eh?
So sorry.
There are absolutely.
What's happened? What is it?
Viable builds outside the M1A, but I get it, or we get it. It's difficult to want to use other things when the M1A is just so powerful and so efficient. And when the game, at the end of the day, is about clearing content as quickly and efficiently as you can, then it makes perfect sense why you would continue to run the M1A. But I watch streams of and I play the game myself, and I watch people of all skill levels play, and I'm always impressed because there's variety out there. And while it might not necessarily be the most optimal or optimum way to play the game, it's refreshing to see that there is variety and viability out there outside the M1A.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually starting to put together a Diamondback build today when I saw the reduced damage from my M1A. I was like, okay, maybe there's something there. But yeah. Anyway, we've talked about that a lot.
Yeah, I think one thing that I've seen in chat as well, and we had it in the community questions too, and we talked about this extensively in the past, so I think it makes sense to just talk about it right now as well, is on the three pieces, like the Hollow Man's Mask, the Fox's Prayer, and all that stuff. They receive different kind of nerfs and changes. Maybe you can talk about that as well, Bruce, just on that intention.
Absolutely. Again, it's never fun to nerf things, but something to keep in mind, and I hope this helps sort of helps you guys see things from our point of view. Those attributes in particular, damage to health, damage to armor, and damage to targets out of cover, like those are I just saw Hamish's cat briefly.
No, she's gonna she's about to walk over the laptop that you guys are on Discord, so we'll see what happens.
Don't turn us off, kitty. Those are multiplier effects. They're a lot more powerful than your standard attribute like crit chance or headshot damage, and they were once again overtuned. They were a lot higher than they should have been, and while yes, arguably they're somewhat niche, you're not always shooting a target with just a health bar or an armor bar or someone who's out of cover. Those items were just so far and above the best in slot that under all circumstances you put them on, you fire and forget, and you're good to go. Again, the game is at its best when there are options and there isn't just one way to play the game. And we don't want you to feel absolutely 100% obligated to run a rifle or LMG build simply because Fox's Prayer has an enormous multiplier attribute on it, while also giving 10% more damage to your rifles, and the contractor gloves are an additional 10% to LMGs on top of doing a bunch of damage to armor targets, right? Which is most of the enemies that you shoot. So hopefully this sort of helps balance things a little bit more. We know it sucks to have your damage output be hit, but in the long run, this is going to be better for the integrity of the game and its game health.
Yeah. Okay. I do have to move on. There are some other things we need to talk about. This is going to be an ongoing discussion for sure. Like Chris mentioned, the M1A changes to the changes will be coming very, very soon. So I guess Twitter is always a great place to make sure that you're up to date on that. There is also, if you haven't noticed, a free trial available. I just wanted to mention that. You can play for 8 hours. You can get up to level 8. There's no DZ or PvP in the free trial. Clan functionality is not happening. The store functionality is disabled as well. But if you do decide to buy the game after that, the character progression will carry over.
We also put this in because I know that a lot of people, play this game here, obviously, when you're watching State of the Game. But if you have friends that want to try it out, this is now completely available, right? Like, this going to be no limitations, no free weekend or something like this. You can try it out. A friend can try it out. It's on all platforms except Stadia. So even if you have, if you want to play it on console for a little bit to see how that feels, so if you want to play on PC and see how that feels, you can do it now.
Yep. My camera just went blurry for a second. I had to fix the thing. I know there's people in chat saying, "Oh, don't buy this game." Well, you can do the free trial and make that decision yourself. I do want to just quickly show this image because you may have already noticed now, if you've logged into the game, that you have a new backpack trophy. It's a bit of a celebration to say thanks for coming back for a new patch. Even though we know that there's some things that need to be addressed, and there's some apparel caches that will have shown up for you as well. And if you log in before May 5th, those will be yours. Okay. The other stuff, obviously, the season is a new target as well. I wanted to quickly go through that as well. I'm just going to bring up the example that I have here. So if you've logged into the game, you'll know that there is a new target, so you can track down Saturn now. It's worth also reminding people that if you didn't manage to complete the first or second ones, those are still available. Like, it's not, you don't have to have already finished those before you move on to tracking down Saturn, but you can go and do that now. We did mention earlier
in any constellation. Like, if you want to do one first over the other, that's totally fine.
Yeah, we did also mention earlier that we do have a known issue about the Coney Island stuff, and we know that that's a portion of this whole manhunt thing. So we'll keep you updated on that as well. The Urban Jungle apparel event has finished, but if there are bits that you still want, those are available on the store as well. There's another league starting next week, which will have activities in New York, which is pretty cool. Chris, is there anything else we need to say about this portion of the season?
Again, I just want to remind everybody, like, especially for the league, we've seen some people saying, like, oh, this heroic mission was super difficult, and then it balanced over to the other talks about, what is difficulty level, and what Bruce said in terms of, like, you like a challenge, you not like a challenge, and all that stuff. And then I just want to remind people, for the leagues itself, you have 2 weeks to complete them. So you can do 30 and 30, 1 week 30, and then other week 30, and you still get the maximum rewards. So there's no need to, as some people said, like, throw yourself against the wall if you don't want to. That's going to
Come on.
be the same case for the home league. So that's all cool, I think.
Yep. Spooky is saying, you do realize the manhunt cannot be completed with the Coney Island bug, right? We just mentioned that. We do know there's an issue with the Coney Island portion. So that needs to be fixed quick, smart. We would agree with that. I know we've had some pretty serious discussions about stuff, and a lot of people aren't here for the other parts, the agent highlights and the agent photos, but I think they're important to do because people still keep making really cool stuff. So I want to head over and take a look at our first one.
I also want to say on the agent highlights, like, we do these also because we love what you guys are doing. Like, it's not only the feedback, it's not only the things that you give us, but also, like, what you're creating, and it's part of that. So this is not to distract from any issues in the game. We just also want to appreciate you guys for what you're doing.
Yeah. So right now we're looking at Elof's Gaming, really cool digital art. I'm particularly interested in the cell shaded kind of look. I don't know. I'm just a big super fan of that. So if ever there was an excuse to do this kind of art style for a Division Universe game, I'd be into it.
And the same
someone
question
approve
as
it.
always, is that an orange watch or a red watch?
I don't know. I have no idea. But let's move over to the next one. Also, Elof Gaming on Twitter if you want to go and see some more awesome art. But over in Idia, this really cool, I guess it's like polymer modeling clay.
Pretty cool.
In New Zealand, we called it, like, I think the brand name is Fimo. I don't know where it is in the rest of the world, but that is certainly far better than anything I've ever made in my life out of clay. Really, really cool.
I said this earlier, it's like in this work from home situation, like, everybody's showing their creativity, and I'm just, like, sitting here in front of Discord talking to chat. It's a little frustrating to see how good people are with these tools. It's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. So over in Idia over on Twitter if you want to see more cool stuff from that. But awesome. Is that pink, green, or blue? Inigo, I'm kind of colorblind. I don't know. I legit don't know. It's been long enough that I can kind of admit that. Like, I've had jobs long enough, and I kind of just work by numbers. It works. It works.
It's actually true. It is actually true.
No, Division Orange is 25516. Like, wait.
Who cares?
1619? I'm having a brain fart. But yeah. It's green. It is green. Okay, my colorblindness isn't that bad. I just can't be like a pilot. Or a policeman.
That's a myth.
No,
actually, no. Maybe colorblind is an important one.
It is. It's also the reason that I stopped painting cars. Yeah, the color matching portion of that got tricky.
Yeah.
Which you can mostly do anyway through just, factory model. Anyway, I'm going off topic. No, thanks, guys. I know, this one's been a little bit of a tricky stream, but it's important to show up and talk about the tough issues. So thanks for coming on your birthdays as well, no less.
Thank you for hosting us, and thank you, chat, for coming as well.
Oh, that's fine. It's cool. Someone said in chat before, like, "Oh, Hamish's background looks so cool." I actually just have to cut to what it actually looks like, because it's just a blanket on the wall. Like that's where my cat goes.
Range.
It looks fancier than it is. It's not a thing.
How many cameras do you have in that setup? Because we're looking at you through one.
No, that's
another.
That laptop webcam, and then on my PC that's running the streaming software, I have another webcam.
Okay.
So you're seeing me on the crappy Discord webcam. Yeah.
I'm looking at a jar of Vegemite.
No, that's my water bottle.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Hamish budget background. Oh, if you only knew, that's usually where my guitars are hanging, and I've just clipped on a blanket. It works.
Thank you guys for the wishes as well, and chat.
Yeah, thanks everyone for showing up. We know it's a frustrating time when you log in and weapons aren't what they were when you logged in the last time, so we totally get it, and we're going to make sure that we do the best we can. I say we like I'm at all involved, but I'm sure you guys are doing the best you can to make sure that stuff gets better. Yeah?
We're working on it.
Awesome.
All right, cool.
Stay safe,
thanks
chat.
everyone. Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands. Stay safe. This home stuff. And if anyone, Mech Warrior, if you want any internal decor advice, I'm down to help. It's mostly going to be revolved around blankets, but that's it. All right, thanks everyone. We'll catch you again next week. But make sure, because there's going to be news before next week. I would hope, at least, Chris, that we get some news about the M1A before next week.
Don't leave the stream, because we're going to talk about the
absolutely
changes.
Oh crap! Someone keep padding. I don't have Division 2 photos. Just gonna quickly bring it in. Chris, tell us a story.
Birthday duck.
The birthday duck.
That duck must be the thing that's
I have a very
the game tester is just put up there.
Abstract art pusheen.
Yeah. Oh, so cute.
Oh, there they are. Look, it's the game testers.
I don't have any treats for the bear, unfortunately.
They're the people who test the game. They're just
the bear.
On screen.
Yeah, let me get one.
Okay, Chris is just gonna end the stream with dog, and that's gonna be it. We will be talking. Where's my microphone decoration? I don't have any. Oh wait, I do have a couple of toys. Bonus points to whoever gets them first. Anyone? Chris will get this.
Hello.
Oh, you gotta watch the stream.
I can see it.
Yeah, but do you know who they are?
Funko Pops? Come here.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
We talked about this the other day.
That's not a bear.
Chris!
As if I listen to you, ever.
You said you were watching Buffy.
That's Buffy characters? Oh,
it's
Jesus.
Buffy and Willow, man. It's Dark Willow. Come on, dude.
Dark Willow.
The game testing team.
All right.
They didn't say there was.
If you are looking for something to fill your time with, a Buffy from start to finish run is a really good one.
Yes, this one is overbought.
Very wholesome. Very wholesome.
It's very good. All right. Hamish, no pants on. She actually.
Oh God.
No, I'm not. I'm just wearing shorts.
Monka TOS.
Sorry.
Look away, chat.
No pants confirmed. All right. That's going to be it. We've wildly derailed everything. We'll be back next week, and make sure you stay tuned on Twitter for all the news. All right. There will be more legs, I promise.
Peace out.
Oh, God.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Catch you later. Bye.
Wow. Let's see if we can get a big screen up here. I feel like this needs a big screen. Is this going to work, or is it going to be out of sync? There we go. We're in Ubisoft's office. Okay. This is where we are now. We're in Ubisoft office. Guys, so let's talk. First of all, if we get 200 likes in this stream, I'm going to give $20 away to one person in the chat. So if you haven't hit the like button, just tap the like button. We've got 131 so far, so 69 more. And we will give $20 away to one of you guys. So just smash that like. So, right. They're doing exact. Let me try and get this tweet up because this is funny. This is funny how they're doing this when I tweeted this. Right, let me just have a look. Hold on. Hold on right now. Hold on. Hold on. Gotta find my tweet, guys. Here we go. This is my tweet right now. We was having an argument. We're going to give this guy some airtime right now so you guys can see it. So, we were having an argument. Not an argument.
Hey, Short Bus! Welcome!
An argument's the wrong...
to the Quackheads, my friend. Appreciate you. Enjoy the emotes. Thank you so much for that. Can we get some hype in the chat, please? For the gifted sub. Throw the hype out. Throw some love.
Okay, we don't want that guy on the screen. Argument's a strong word. So we're going to say it's a disagreement I've had on Twitter, right? So then, let's go and have a look at this. We just got 200 likes as well, so we're going to give away $20 in a minute. So stay here. Left monitor, right. Let's... Oh, where has it gone? Where'd it go? Here we go. Read this here. This was me yesterday on Twitter. They destroyed it, is what they did. So someone's basically saying, no, they've balanced it now. It's balanced, which is not true, right? Oh, bump my mic up. Hold on, one sec. My mic's bumped up, bro. My mic should be good. Let's put it up a bit so you guys can hear me. So, right. This is a guy yesterday that was arguing with me saying it's perfectly balanced after they've done the nerf. Okay? So I put fixed, I agree with. They've destroyed it is what they've done. Also, it was not OP in PvE. So why did they not just play it down a bit in PvP? I called it. And I put another tweet out saying, like, hey, you know, we should just have PvP and PvE separate stats. They shouldn't be the same stats. So, what? Like, what? Right, we got 236 likes, 600 viewers. Guys, don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can hit the subscribe button. You can also become a member of the channel by clicking that join button. We're going to give away $20, right? $20. Let's give it away now. Hold on. Let's have a look. Let's give this $20 away. Do it over there. So Streamlabs. We're going to give a nice crisp $20 away. Then what we'll do is we'll talk about what they're doing, so we can have a quick discussion about that as well. And yeah, so this is actually Ubisoft Office, by the way. So in the background here is Ubisoft. Yeah, Ubisoft Office behind us. Right, let's do a giveaway. Cloudbot. Right, let's do this giveaway. Giveaway. Where the hell is it? There we go. So we're going to add a giveaway. Custom. $20. Oh, I nearly put 200 there. So we're going to add this giveaway. Add that. So to enter the giveaway, all you have to do to enter for the $20, just put in the chat now, exclamation mark EK1, capital letters, EK1. In the chat now. Let's go. We've started it now, so exclamation mark EK1. Let's go. And then I'll pick one of you guys, well, it'll randomly pick one of you guys to win in 30 minutes time. So you got 30 minutes to see. You do have to be in this chat to win, because you're going to have to respond to me straight away, okay? Within 5 minutes, or no, within 2 minutes. So there we go. Exclamation mark EK1, not hash, exclamation mark. Damn, you guys are crazy. Look how many. Woo! Woo! Look how many people are entered. Go on, guys. Exclamation mark EK1. One of you guys is going to win $20. Make sure that if you enter, you've actually got like PayPal or some form of me being able to transfer you the money, okay? So let's do that. That's a lot of entrances. Damn. I didn't expect I didn't expect that many. We got a lot. We got a timer on it, so it's 28 minutes, okay? So in 28 minutes time, it will do it. Don't do it more than once because it just won't count anyway. So it doesn't really matter. You're all getting entered now. I can see there's loads of people there. Loads. So let's talk about what they've said and what they've done. Okay. So the great news, we're going to jump straight in. Absolutely amazing news that they are bringing back the M1A and the Baker's Dozen to how it was before in PvE. So that's incredible. That is literally incredible. Literally incredible. What they're also doing is nerfing it in PvP again, which is a very good move in my opinion. I think that's actually very good. Leon Davis, thanks for the support, man. Also, who did it earlier? Calvin, thanks for the support, mate. I appreciate you guys. So, yeah, basically what it is what I said. So if they'd listened to the community in the first place, they probably would have been able to do this without having to do this whole mess up. You know, this whole palaver that's happened in 2U9 with the rifle would have been prevented. However, the way they've done it has made it look like, we're listening to the community, let's change it back. I don't know if that's tactical what they've done there, but hey, conspiracies and all that, you know. Conspiracies are going crazy. So basically, that's all we got in terms of M1A. They're looking, the raid now, this is what interests me. The raid, he says, check out Northern Hemisphere springtime. Now, I Googled it while we were watching the stream, and he said that's when the raid's going to be out. Now, that's the 1st of March. On Google, it says Northern Hemisphere, spring begins on the 1st of March. So, are we going back in time? Or did he mean to say before autumn? Before summer, sorry. Before summer, which is the 1st of June. So that would indicate now it's going to be any time between now and the 1st of June. Because the 1st of June is summertime. So, yeah, 1st of June is summertime. So it has to be now to then. Okay? I don't know why he was like, look up Northern Hemisphere. It's gone. Unless we're waiting another year for the raid. Yeah, so it's a bit weird how he said that. But anyway, I just wanted to clear that up so you guys knew exactly what the Northern Hemisphere springtime was, because not everyone is there. Also wanted to address the fact that about the exotics. First of all, they said they've got these questions from people and they only actually answered like 1 or 2. Where could we send these questions to? Because I didn't see anything where we could actually send the question in for them to answer. So it's a bit weird. So I don't know what happened there. They must have forgot to put that into the community. But the questions that was asked were actually really crap. Clearly not even relevant questions. But let's go to the exotic thing. First of all, he's saying exotics are not meant to be the best guns in the game. Then he's saying, actually, we want you to use the talents because they're going to be good. kind of contradicted themselves a lot. I understand a little bit what they're saying. Like, I do understand a little bit of what they're saying. In terms of, like, look, we want to lock the exotics for them talents. So to use those good talents, you have to have an exotic. But the thing is the named items have actually got better talents than the exotics most of the time. I mean, Bighorn, for example, is not a good talent. It's pointless. Like, you don't really have chance to zoom in on your scope on a Bighorn, you know. You might as well just use the rifle. And what they didn't address, and I want to say this as well, they kept banning me from typing in the chat for some reason. I asked a simple question and I got banned from their chat. Like, timed out. Not banned permanently, but timed out. Why did they time me out? I was asking an actual normal question. I asked twice, who is in charge of PvP now? No answer. Removed. Okay? I also then said, hey, how about we get a let's go for the M1A? Banned. Okay? Then I was asked a question, how can one of you please DM me? Because we've got these issues, the bugs that they didn't mention, like the raid bug now. Where the raid, if you guys didn't know about this, if you're going to do a raid and you have your map set to heroic and go onto the raid is now scaling to heroic like it used to before. Like, you know, before they had this bug, it's back again. So all 8 people in your raid have to have their map on normal, otherwise your raid NPCs will be heroic level. So make sure if you're doing the raid, put it on normal. Please do not go into it on heroic. It is broken. They didn't even address that. People need a direct contact of where we can send this. So I've asked them to DM me. They banned me from the chat. I don't know why. They don't like me. I don't know. But I think it's pretty crap from the community that they're actually not listening. So if I was doing something bad, then fair enough, like, time me out. But I actually just asked normal questions. And this happened last time I watched the stream, their stream as well. We got banned. I don't know what their problem is. They don't clearly want to answer my questions, but I don't know. Getting the same treatment as 21 Killer Top. Yeah, like, I don't understand. They're listening to they're answering questions to the wrong people. Who asked that question about exotic? It's irrelevant. Ask a question that needs answering. Who's working on PvP? That's my question. Answer it, okay? Also, what day's the raid out would have been a good question, but they already addressed it. I don't know, like, any questions, but not, hey, about exotics. What? They probably just made that question up so he could answer it easily. Dion, it happened to G-Rock. Yeah, it happened to GC Rock yesterday as well, yeah. So that is broken, and that's an old bug. That's very old. That happened when the raid first come out. They got rid of it, they fixed it, and now they've obviously broke it again. So, I don't know. Now, we are giving away $20 in stream today. You just have to put !EK1 to enter. We have a lot of entrances. A lot. I mean a lot. Like, my computer's going crazy over there. I'll put the thing on the screen so you guys can see that it's automated and I'm not, like, fixing it. They've made it so you have to follow them to comment. Yeah, you have to follow them for 24 hours before you can comment on their stream, which is a bit sneaky because they don't want people just following them, talking crap, unfollowing, and then etc. So it's up to them. Like, they don't really read the chat anyway. It's clear they don't read the chat. Because they used to actually answer a lot of the questions in the chat. If you remember when they first started State of the Games, they would go to the chat and they'd always be like, oh, hey, this will answer. So make it 10 winners. Oh, mate, I don't have that money. I don't have them big bucks. Guys, if you want to help support the channel and keep the content fresh, going, all good stuff, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to me already. If you want to be super awesome, you can hit the join button, which makes you a member of the EK1 channel. We have 175 members now. So if you just click that member button, you get the green name like Dion has there and a few other people in the chat. You get loads of emojis. All my members, just spam some emojis, the Elite Killer emojis or EK1 emojis. Just spam them in the chat so you guys can see. If you want to be super, super awesome, you can donate to the stream. Now, this money goes towards equipment. Now, when I say equipment, I mean, like, tripods, cameras, or you know, all of this stuff that actually makes the videos. It doesn't go in my pocket. I don't keep it to live. I have a job for that. I don't need that money. So that's supporting the channel. Optional, of course. You do not have to do any of this. I'm not saying you have to donate or have to do anything. But if you're in a position to do so, that would be awesome. If not, just hit the like button. It's free. Also, my build video I released this morning is still going to be good. It's still going to be good. So if you still want to use something else apart from the Baker's Dozen, I'd go and check that out. Because I released that this morning. Now, the only thing that's bugging me is I was in the dark zone today on stream on Twitch. Okay, if you haven't got me on Twitch, EK1 Gaming on Twitch, go and follow me there. Subscribe to me there. Do all that good stuff. Let's see, actually. Let's get Twitch up. Hold on. Twitch.tv. Let's see if we can get this going. Right. You got 19 minutes left to enter the competition for $20. So make sure you enter that. So let's go to here. So this is my Twitch. Okay. CLANCY'S followed. Joshua, you've followed. Guys, go over to Twitch. I'm going to spam the link. Let's spam the link in chat. So basically, go over to my Twitch right now. Follow. Follow, follow, follow. Follow, follow, follow. Old School 87 with the sponsor. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Thanks for the sponsor, man. Guys, don't forget, head over now. Solhound, thanks for the follow. Adoption, thanks for the follow. Milky, thanks for the follow. What's up? Thanks for the follow. Here we go, guys. Go and follow me on Twitch as well, guys. Follow me on Twitch. It helps out. Make sure you come back to this stream, though, if you click off. Because, you know, we need to do it. Report for spam. So, yeah, follow me, guys. Come on, guys. Let's go. Tench, thanks for the follow. Prime Def for the follow. Cohen Real for the follow. I was feel I can't even keep up with it. Let's go. Everyone follow me on Twitch, because what happens is I stream on Twitch at 1 PM GMT time most days. And then at night time, I usually stream on YouTube. So I do 2 streams a day. One of them on Twitch, one of them on YouTube. If you have Amazon Prime, you can see at the top of the screen here, we have 109 subscribers. We'd like to see how high we can get that. So if you've got Amazon Prime or you just want to subscribe on there, click that subscribe button on the Twitch channel, and you can subscribe. Amazon Prime, it's free. But if you want to, you can just click subscribe anyway. What do you think about the M1A's nerf? They're putting it back, Will. They're changing it again, mate. They're bringing it back. Thanks for all the follows, guys. This is absolutely amazing for all your follows. Hype, hype, hype. Let's go. Brand new carpet. Thanks for the follow, man. Let's go. You can also enter the giveaway on that chat there on my Twitch, but you're only going to get 1 ticket anyway, so it will only give you 1 ticket. So yeah, going back to the game, everything. The thing that's annoying me at the moment is the dark zone and the PvP aspect of things. And now the PvP aspect of things is really annoying because the skills in PvP. People are throwing a seeker mine, running off, and you're dying instantly. Putting a turret down with a artillery turret, you're dead. So people with shields, that is, as well. So you can't even shoot through them. You literally just, it's going crazy. Charlie65, thanks for the sub on Twitch Prime. Let's go. Mist, thank you for the £5 donation. Let's go. Guys, you're awesome. You guys are absolutely amazing. So yeah, the PvP aspect to me is very broken. Very, very broken. I'm going to turn down the sound for the when people donate and follow, just so it doesn't go over my voice. Yeah, basically you just chuck seekers or you chuck a skill down and that's it. It's game over. Especially if you're running like perfect glass cannon. Now I get that perfect glass cannon is made so you are a glass cannon. I get that. I'm not arguing that fact. Like, I'm 100% not arguing that fact. So it's kind of just the way that it happens. Like, there's no immunization box. So there's no immunization box, which is for one thing I would improve, is the immunizer. Okay? That's the first thing I'd do. Put an immunizer or an immunization station on there. Or the other way is lower the damage it actually does to perfect glass cannon. So basically change it from 60% to 40%. Or the other option there is you can literally just, instead of having like crit chance, crit damage as a minor attribute, have like 3 major attributes. So weapon damage or armor, crit damage, crit chance. They should be major attributes because they're actually major. Now minor, you could have like fire resistance, bleed resistance, all that, like they used to on Division 1. So you can actually stack into 2 things. You don't have to sacrifice your damage to be able to withstand a Seeker Mine. Because it doesn't make sense. It literally doesn't make sense. Tier 1 skills still do damage. Skills are over. Yeah, like, you don't even have to be running a full skill build. And the other thing is, with the holster, apparently if you stack skill haste on your build, your Imperial Dynasty holster actually goes with the skill haste, and you can get it back every like 10 seconds or 15 seconds, which is ridiculous, right? That's ridiculous to me. That's not right. Also, that holster can kill you if you've got perfect. If somebody runs past me with that holster on, I die. The burn kills me unless I can quickly hit and get my medkit going. It will kill me outright. I'll drop to the ground. My hive will drop and it will kill me outright. Yeah, PGC change to hazard damage. There we go. There's different ways we can do it. But I just think rifle's not that broken when it comes to the fact that people are running around with a shield and a rifle. That shouldn't be a thing, in my opinion. In my opinion, that should not be a thing. You should not be able to hold a shield and hold a rifle. Doesn't work. In real life, you wouldn't be able to do that. Why can you do that here? It should be SMG pistols only. Because it's just, that's the way it works, right? The way it works. So, that's another thing I'd change. Diamondback is the new M1A. Nah, Diamondback's not the new M1A, man. Diamondback's trash. People are saying, like, Diamondback's crazy. It's not. You got 5 shots. You got to hit them. I don't think the Diamondback is very good at the moment still. The M1A is going to come back and we're going to all go back to the M1A. Let's face it. Like, I might actually keep, though, my my other gun. My, Virginian. I might keep that gun still as a secondary on my rifle build. Because I like it. Like, Perfect Boomerang is pretty good, man. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. Can I say let's go? Let's go! Guys, if you haven't entered the giveaway, make sure you enter the giveaway, okay? If you haven't followed me on Twitch, go over there. Follow me on Twitch, because I'm going to be streaming there tomorrow, 1 PM, GMT time. If you've got Amazon Prime and you want to be a sub, go over, click the sub. Nathan, you've already missed the State of the Game, mate. State of the Game was an hour ago. An hour and 15 minutes ago. So if you want to go over to Twitch, hit that button, go over to Twitch, and make sure you follow me. Because I do stream on there as well. And we're trying to get partner as well. So if you see my notification come up tomorrow or the next day, even if you don't want to watch, can you just like lurk or something just to get those views up? Just so we can get that partner status. We're not far off now. We've got an average viewership of 69 and we need 75. Do the math, you will do the same damage with M1A as the Diamondback. Yeah, but with the, yeah, exactly. With the M1A, you get more bullets, means more DPS, and it fires faster. So, even though people get confused with this, because people commenting on my build video saying, no, Diamondback's better than the M1A. It's not better than the M1A. You're looking at a number, you're looking at weapon damage saying that this gun must be better because it's got higher weapon damage. You've got to take into account you get 5 shots. So, if you say, for example, you got 500,000 weapon damage, 5 shots, yeah? 2.5 mil. That's all you're going to do, right? 5 shots. Let's say, for example, if I've then got a gun with 300,000 weapon damage with 20 shots, do the math. Who's doing more damage? Me. Because I can go ping, 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 ping. Hit loads of shots. You get more damage per second. You then have to reload your 5 shots every 5 shots. The gun that I use on the my rifle build actually is perfect boomerang. Technically, that makes me get more shots than you, meaning I'll do more damage than you. That's what happened to the Let's Go emoji. Oh, it's on Twitch. I haven't put it in yet. I can add it after the stream. Actually, I need to add it. So yeah, it's Diamondback is good for one shot damage, but it's not good in terms of overall damage. It's just got a high number. That's all it has. It's just got a high number. Literally all it has is a high number. Let's get stream. We got 9 minutes until we do the giveaway, guys. Let me just put it over here. Yeah, 9 minutes till we do the giveaway. Let's go back on to the green screen. Oh, and also the reload speed of the Diamondback sucks. Yeah, the reload speed does suck. But, I mean, in terms of reload speed, you can kind of get away with it by... Oh, hold on. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Yeah, you can kind of get away with it by just stacking up your watch for I maxed out reload speed straight away on my watch. That was one of the first things I actually done. So that's one of the first things I did, is reload speed. Because I knew rifles and stuff like that, you need that extra reload speed. You know the vibes, let's go. How's it going, mate? Diamondback Negotiators Ninja Bite, you sleeping? Diamondback Ninja Negotiators is good, yeah. It is good. But try and come to people with an M1A again. You're just going to get shredded. Like, that's it. Game over. Baker's Dozen is crazy. Or M1A with Boomerang. Crazy. Crazy builds, man. Now, like, you see my rifle build from today, right? You know, I've got 187.5% crit damage. And that is not maxed out. I've got another, like, 20% to go on top of that. So I'm going to be hitting over 200% critical hit damage. Also with maxed out crit chance. Like, tell me that this M1A now is not going to be even more powerful. Because the way I've got that set up, even without the contractor's gloves, is going to hit hard. It's going to be crazy. Now, we can't all just go back to our old build, because obviously the contractor's gloves have been destroyed. Not destroyed, but they've been nerfed a lot. Sawyer has a chance to take over Fox. No. The reason why Sawyers won't take over Fox, I'll tell you. It's because as soon as you move, that's it, you lose your buff, right? However, on the Sawyers, you can only have blue rolled. So you're losing your crit chance, crit damage, weapon damage. So you're losing all of that just to gain 30% weapon damage. But as soon as you move, you lost it again. So to me, I don't think it's even nowhere near what the Foxes would be. Because the Foxes, you've got that all the time. You can run, gun, bam, bam, bam. With those knee pads, with the Sawyer's knee pads, you're going to lose your 30%. And also, you're not just losing the 30% buff. You're losing the 8% or 12% it used to be damage to outer cover. Or damage to armor, whatever it was. You're also losing your 15% weapon damage, your crit damage and crit chance that would also be on those knee pads. So Sawyers don't match up to what the Foxes were. You know what I mean? They won't, in my opinion anyway, they won't match up. Jason Miller! Yeah. Also today, guys, if anyone does want to farm for rifles, it's in the DZ. So DZ West. Farm the rifles. Go and get your Virginian, which is a rifle. It can only be dropped in DZ. So today is going to be your best day to actually drop it. If you're going to drop it, today's the day. Believe me, today is the day. So I don't know, man. Like, what can we do? Did I test that? Yeah, I tested it. As soon as you moved, Fox is still best in slot. 100% best in slot still. I'm still using my Foxes. They're best in slot. The Sawyer's knee pads are nowhere near it. They're literally nowhere near it. They won't come close to it. We have, how long we got left? 5 minutes to enter the $20 giveaway, guys. Just put !EK1 in the chat to enter. And we'll draw the winner in 5 minutes. You have to be in the chat. There's your mod. Oh, yes. Yeah, I thought you was already mod, bro. There we go. Where's, everyone just enter !EK1. Simple. You can win $20. For nothing, just for being here. But when I message and the winner gets announced, make sure you respond. Just type anything in the chat. If you're the winner, you need to type something in the chat for me to be able to get it up on screen. Also, make sure that you have a means of me paying you. So, PayPal. Preferably PayPal. It's easy, right? Also, make sure you've got a means of contacting me, like Twitter, Discord, Instagram, Facebook, something where you can message me and so I can get your details. There we go. Come on, guys. Enter the competition. Enter the comp. Let's go. Dub, how's it going? Darth Vader, how's it going, mate? Sorry if I'm missing any of your messages, guys. Obviously, there's quite a lot of people in. The messages are going crazy. You ruined my life. Your videos got me through the glitches and I was reset and now I stopped playing. Cash, I didn't ruin your life. You ruined your own life by cheating on a game by watching a video that showed you how to do it. Let's get it right, brother. You did it, man. You're a grown-ass man or woman. I don't know what you are. You did your own glitch, man. I didn't come around your house and do an exploit on your computer. You choose to do it, that's on you. Like, I got banned as well. I got rolled back. Own it. Own it, mate. Own it. And we're past that. This is, how long ago was that, man? If you're not playing the game, you're just spiting yourself. That's all. Arturo, let's go. Guys, if you want to donate towards the stream, hit that super chat button or the donation link, or put !donate in the chat and it will come up with a link for you guys to use. If you want to become a member of the channel, we have 177 now members of the channel. Click the join button. That would be absolutely awesome. That supports the channel. Put !Discord if you want to join the Discord. Need that beer, baby. Oh, yeah. I need a drink. My throat is going dry. Ooh. If you guys are interested in energy drinks, the official sponsor for EK1 Gaming is X Gamer Energy. X Gamer Energy. If you like energy drinks, go to X Gamer Energy, put in EK1 in the checkout, you're going to get 10% off. Now, it's an official sponsor. I don't get paid per person that buys some of this, okay? So I'm not making money from the sale of the X Gamer stuff, right? All they do is they send me all of this stuff. I get it for free. So basically, they fuel me. They power me. They keep me going. Okay, so when I want some new products, they just send them across. I get them. You guys get 10% off. That's a good deal. I've been drinking these quite a lot. I've had 2 a day for the last few days. And I got to say, they're pretty cool. I'm not just saying that because they sponsor me. They are good. I've got another 1 left for tomorrow on the sachets. Then I've got 2 of these 2 tubs. We've got X Gamer with the bubblegum, blue bubblegum flavor, and then we've got the watermelon flavor as well. So blue bubblegum, watermelon. These are the 2 that I'll be using like regularly. You actually get like 60 servings, I believe. Let me take a look. Servings. Yeah, so it's like 60 servings per tub, man, which is crazy. So good. I do thumb push-ups too. Yeah, I know, right? Wish those would help you. People who stream for 24 hours, baby. Yeah, boy. Who needs energy drink to play video games? Well, it keeps you focused as well. It's like focus, keeps you alert, keeps you going. And people use them for work and stuff as well, right? Was the apple nice? Yeah, I've got the apple. I've nearly finished it. You can see there's only a tiny bit left. The apple was actually really nice. It's not as strong as I thought it was going to be, the apple. I kind of thought the apple was going to be like sour apple, but it's actually a nice tasting. Didn't make you go like, ugh. Valkyrie, you bought one with the code. Let's go. Watermelon, yeah. So just use EK1 at the checkout and you're going to get 10% off. And I think they're reasonably priced. You can see I'm actually drinking them as well. It's not like I'm trying to push something that I'm not drinking. If you don't use it, you don't use it. It doesn't matter, you know. But, right, guys, we've got 30 seconds to enter. !EK1 to enter. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Let's go. And we're going to give away $20 to one of you guys. $20. or 20 whatever. Red apples. Now this is green. This is green apples, man. They don't do red apple, I don't think. But I'm excited to use this one tomorrow. This is sweet gummy bear flavor. Sweet gummy bear. These are just like the shots. They're called shots or tests. You know, the tester ones. You can buy like a starter pack where you get a load of these and a shaker together. Or you can just go straight in and get this. You can get the big old tubs if you want. You get 10% off everything, guys. Off everything on their store. Sour apple would be cool. Yeah, I like sour things. I thought that was going to be sour. Right. Giveaway time. Giveaway time. Right. What we're going to do for the giveaway, we're going to move that over there. We are going to put this over here. Woo! Woo! Giveaway time. We are now going to switch to the left monitor. So you should be able to see the giveaway now. Here it is. All of your entrances are here, guys. I can keep scrolling. Oh, look at this. Keep loading. 221 people have entered. 221 people, okay? So you can see it's not lies. This is legit. If you want to donate towards the stream, hit that donation link or just super chat it. Much appreciated. It goes to these giveaways and stuff as well. Right. Now, if you win, you need to message me within 2 minutes. Okay? You have 2 minutes. We're going to pick the winner right now. And the winner is Amand Finney. Amand Finney is the winner. Type something in the chat. Anything in the chat. Anything you like in the chat. You just have to respond. Rigged. Come on, guys. Amanda, you've got 2 minutes. You've got till 17:29 on my clock. Rigged. Go on, guys. Come on, Amand. Amand, you gotta type. Oh. There we go. Amand Finney typed. Let's go. So this comes up here, look. So we can basically see what Amand types now. Amand, don't forget, you have to message me on Discord or message me on Twitter or wherever, and then I'll sort out sending you it across on PayPal. If you're from the UK, I'll probably just make it £20, not $20. Or if you're from Europe, it would be €20, okay? I know the Americans lose out a little bit there, right? You lose out on the exchange rate, but 20, we'll just give you 20. Unless it's like 20 something, that's loads of money, right? So yeah, Amand, congratulations. Well done on winning. Yeah, responding. I know. There's a delay on the stream, guys. There's a delay on the stream. So you're hearing something that happened. I said it like 10, 15 seconds ago. That's amazing, Amand. That's amazing. Donate it to the stream. Oh, really? Oh, man. Are you sure you don't want it? It's up to you. What you want to do with it, just type and we'll see it in the chat here. So do you want to just leave it in the stream? Or do you want to redraw it? Or what do you want to do? Shall we put it towards something else? Like, use it just for something else? I don't know, towards something? How you want to do it? Money's money. 20 rupees, Kevin. Yeah. The stream has a delay, guys. Yeah, it does have a delay. So we'll just wait to see what you want to do. If you want to, we can put it towards something from the wish list or something. Or we can do, just save it for the stream. It's up to you guys. If you want to donate though, guys, all the donations and stuff help with these giveaways. Like, I'm hoping to do like a Nintendo Switch giveaway or something like that, which will be quite cool. So if you want to donate towards that, literally hit that donation link. I'll put the donation link in there for you guys. Now, this is optional, right? I'm not just like saying everyone has to donate, okay? Please don't take it like that. Because if you don't donate, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't like preferential treatment for anyone who donates. But it just helps support the channel. .com/EK1. I think that's it. So if you want to donate, guys, just use that link. That helps out towards everything. Literally, that buys. Put it towards equipment. And man, that's amazing, mate. Honestly, that's incredible. We will put that to. You know what? We're gonna buy something off my wish list. We'll get something off the wish list. I don't know if I can. Can I see something on the wish list? Something from the wish list we'll buy with the 20. So maybe we'll buy some more shelving. Maybe we'll put it towards the whiteboard. So the whiteboard's going to go behind. The whiteboard's actually going to go behind. So you guys will see, like, I'll write everyone's names. If you want to access this wish list, you can do so as well. And this is an open wish list. And basically you get your name on the board behind me once I buy the board. So there's like some cheap things on here as well. It's not all expensive. And if there's something not on here, you just let me know and I'll add it on if you think it's something that I need. Because some of the things are out of stock due to Corona. So yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. There's a lot of stuff. I actually don't really need these now because I've done some research. And the Elgato stream captures I don't actually need. So yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. If you want the link to this, just put... Oh, here we go. I'll put it in the chat as well. Let me just do this. Can I give you my God-rolled Eagle Bearer? Mate, if I could give it to you, you could have it, honestly. I'm probably not going to use it now anyway. This is the wish list, guys. If you want to buy something, the wish list. So buy him the board first. Yeah, that would, yeah. If not, I'm just gonna buy the board today anyway. A razor. Yeah, I need a shave, man. I need a shave. Mrs. EK is gonna be on my case. She's gonna be on my case, trust me. She will definitely be on my case. Good luck finding that webcam. Yeah, mate. Look, this webcam has been unavailable for months. Like, I've been waiting to get the Brio webcam months and months. The SATA, we've got Kevin Huang in the chat's already sending me one. So that was just kind of nothing. This is one thing I really want. I know it's expensive. I don't expect anyone to buy this. But this, because this list is actually what I'm buying as well. It's not just like what you guys will buy. I'm buying from this list as well. So the expensive stuff, generally I buy it. Like, I just buy it myself. So this here, the Lemetric Time Wi-Fi clock, has got the subscriber count on it. It's literally got a subscriber. So you can watch my subscribers go up live on that device. It's like a square device and the subscribers go up. That's why I want it. This is playing new from Twitch subscribers. You told me to add you on Uplay. Maybe you forgot to accept it. No, play new, but I accepted you on Uplay. We played yesterday, didn't we? I thought we played yesterday, bro. We played yesterday, bruh. So yeah, there's loads of different stuff. If you find alternatives, just message me on. It's like if something's not in stock, say, I don't know, what's not in stock. So say you wanted to buy this here and it's not in stock, send me a DM and I will send you a link where you could, or I'll add it to the list basically, so you guys can buy it if you want to buy it. You don't have to buy anything. This is all optional and this is all stuff I'm going to buy myself anyway. So if you don't buy it, don't worry. Like, I'm not making people buy stuff. But it's just a good idea. One of the subscribers said that it would be a good idea if they could have their name in the games room because it's a brand new games room. You can't see the games room now. I'm going to be doing a video. There's loads of boxes and like everything's everywhere in this games room at the moment. My main setup is kind of done, but we've got lots to do and there's lots for me to buy, which I'll be buying today. So yeah, so we've got all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Fix the Firefly. They didn't mention about fixing the Firefly. Do you like the Division watch on Amazon? Is there a Division watch? No. On Amazon? The Division... Oh, mate, it's currently unavailable, though. Yeah, that's awesome. I would literally wear that. Currently unavailable. It might be just be unavailable for my area. I don't know. That's crazy. That's a crazy watch. I like it. Yeah, that's awesome. I never got one. I didn't know they was out, to be fair. I thought people were just using their watch faces, you know, like on a Samsung Gear or something like that. But I think you probably get those watches somewhere else. I don't know. What's the preferred setup these days, AMD or Intel? I use AMD. I've got Ryzen 5 3600X. Yeah, 3600X, Ryzen 5. My, what did you type? Why would you spam? Why would you spam? Buy like 5 of them and tie them to a vest. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, so what was we talking about? Just see us, die-hard fans, let's go! That's like The Rock, innit? Did The Rock do that? Like, in your smile, what The Rock is cooking. Isn't that a thing? Jassius, you are amazing, mate. Thank you so much for the membership, man. I appreciate you so much. You are awesome. The Coney Island bug was mentioned. Yes. So they're gonna they're looking at fixing it basically. But Coney Island, guys, just wipe. When you get to the bit where you can't do it, die and just respawn it with work. So don't worry about it. You can still do it. Ryzen's are definitely the way forward at the minute, kicking hell of Intel. Yeah, but look at how long it's taken Ryzen to get to the point that Intel were at, you know? So Intel have ruled it for how long? Ryzen now, it's took them all these years just to get to where they are now. Let's go, brother. Cheers, Justice, mate. I appreciate you, man. So, yeah, like, Ryzen is the way. But for now at least. I do have issues with my PC at the moment. We're trying to fix them. The Wasted in chat, the guy called The Wasted, he's helped me a lot with my PC because we're having issues where it's jerking, it's lagging. My whole computer setup is a bit dodgy at the moment. It's hit and miss. So it's kind of just, yeah, I don't really know, you know? It's literally, I don't know what it is. We don't know what it is, whether it's RAM or what. I don't know. Or just the motherboard's not the best anyway. Because I was one of the stupid people that got, I literally got a pre-built, which I'm ashamed to say. I'm actually ashamed to say. There he is, The Wasted. Where am I? I'm just in my games room, bro. In my games room. As soon as I change my chip to Intel AMD and kick their game up, yeah. So I didn't get like the top one. I was thought about upgrading to the Ryzen 9 because there's some good deals on at the Ryzen 9 at the moment, and Ryzen 7 as well. They've got some very good deals on, like 350 for Ryzen 7, I think, which is pretty good. So I really don't want to. I don't know anything about computers, so I really don't want to have to be messing around too much inside my computer, if I can help it. Guys. Calvin, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate you. How's it going? Welcome to the stream, mate. Don't forget to follow me, guys, on Twitch as well. EK1 Gaming on Twitch. There we go. True to the GM. True to the GM. Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate you. So yeah, hit that like button as well, guys. We got 316 likes in the end. That was crazy. You guys are absolutely awesome. Like, honestly, I love every single one of you guys. Like, overall lag on system performance. Yes, Kevin. Yes. Kevin, I need you to DM me, actually, if you can. On Discord, mate. If you could DM me. Do you do raid carry on PS4? So here's a list to get on. Never did the raid. There's not a list demand, but I will be doing the raid on PS4 over the next week or so. Calvin, how's it going, mate? How you doing, man? Thanks for the sponsorship earlier, mate. I appreciate you. So, yeah, there is a... I will be doing the raid. I'll just be inviting people, mainly from the clan first on PS4, which is now full. The clan we've got going on PC, I think, has 2 spots left. So if you want to join the PC clan... Literally just, this is the clan name. You can search the clan. That's the name. The EK1, the 1 is a capital I. That's it. State of the game's finished, Mark. Yeah, state of the... So basically, if you've missed the state of the game and you're just joining now, what's happened is they are reverting the Baker's Dozen and M1A. So you're actually getting back to the way it was before TU9. So they're putting the damage back up, but they're dropping the damage by 20% in PvP. So PvE, it will still be really powerful. PvP, it will get dropped by 20%, which is not going to be a lot because you will still probably 1 or /2 tap. Probably got more thumbs up than state of the game. Yeah, tell me about it. And if you haven't watched my build video, guys, the build video that I put out today, go and watch that as well. Leave me a comment on it and hit the like button on the build, because you can just adapt that build. So change the M1A out for the Baker's Dozen again when it's gonna, you know, when it comes up. Simple as that. Literally simple as that. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. PvP, it should be like 480-ish. Yeah, it should stay around 500,000, I think, for me. So if you work out what is it? So 600k I had, 10% 60k. Take 120 off, so 480. Yeah, you're around the right mark there, around 480-ish. And then hopefully, you know, you'll have more crit damage, crit chance by then, so it'll go up a little bit more in terms of crit damage. So yeah, PvP should be like 480. Yeah, that's right. Fatty Brothers, do you know about 1min1 level up of SHD? Yeah, the Warlord, the War Handbook. Yeah, like it just, to me, it's just too much hassle to do. Like, it's too much hassle. Yeah, too much hassle to do that. I don't want to just keep doing the same thing over and over again. EK1 Gaming on PSN is the clan. EK capital I space gaming. But it's full on PSN. What's the normalized damage? I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. You're late, Courtney. Yep. You are late for the party. Late to the party. Oh, yeah. But, I mean, they're re-rolling back our Baker's Dozen. That's the main thing. Baker's Dozen M1A is going back to the way it used to be. Powerful. Overpowered. Not overpowered, but powerful. But PvP, 20% drop off, which is awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say on this map. I was going to release a video tomorrow, actually, ranting. I had like a little rant video scheduled for tomorrow. I'm going to have to change that now because they've just completely surprised me with this. Which is good. It's a good thing that I have to do that. So I'm actually really happy with what they're doing with the M1A. They said they're going to try and revert it this week, but they don't know. It'll be soon, though, they've said. They're trying to do it this week. So we've got a little bit more time until they revert it. But guys, that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you so much for watching that with me. It's been awesome to have you here. Thanks for the donations, the sponsors, everything else, and all the followers on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow at 1 PM. I'm not meant to have a day off tomorrow, but I'm going to stream just on Twitch tomorrow at 1 PM. There'll be a video coming out on YouTube later today, which will go through a recap of the state of the game. So make sure you go and watch that, subscribe, and click the like button, etc., and leave me a comment on there. But thank you so much, guys. Don't forget, hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you come and watch me on Twitch tomorrow because we're trying to get partnered. And I'll see you all tomorrow, yeah. So take care, guys. Let's go.